those of you who don't know, Sandra Bland is a beautiful spirit, a woman who got pulled over a couple years ago for a failure to signal, and then not even 24 hours later was found hung in her cell in Texas. And they say it was an act of suicide, but it just don't work out right. It just don't sound right. It just don't look right. So I encourage you, those of you on Netflix, to see her beautiful story, and also go on YouTube and listen literally to Sandra Bland. She'll tell her own story. And so that's what this poem is about today, because this is Ujima in action. Say her name. Don't believe their promises. They speak softly and carry big sticks. Don't believe their promises. Don't shake hands with a relay race partner that turns around and quits. Fingers are slippery, making big stick policy feel easy to grasp. But batons of oppression slip fast. Taste the final sweet justice of America's tongue seems to never last. Bath of the palate, you thought you tasted it. Justice, sweet justice, gone wrong all over again. Wasted it. Injustice turned within. Expose the inside devil. We see him again and again. He's folded under blue walls of silence, fall-centered field called criminal justice violence against the lean warrior queen called Sandra Bland. Don't just say her name. Say, this too is who I am. We are Sandra Bland. Tell your story from the grave. We won't let him sleep at night. Silence will not be his slave. Our hair will mock the wind, cause tornadoes of truth will speak in. Our fingers will be mini shotguns tonight, writing the knowledge that we seek. Our eyes are X-ray lasers. Speak, radiate truth, expose the leak. Speak, radiate truth, expose the leak. Speak, radiate truth, expose the leak. Someone crept into your sleep and murdered your neck and took your breath and called it due to insanity. How can it be suicide by a garbage bag noose so elaborately and professionally wrapped? You living the life that excelled as a free African gazelle that escaped this trap, queen. Cameras are imprisoned everywhere, but they claim to give you your own cell for protection away from the males that coincidentally had no surveillance cameras and couldn't be seen. These incorrections officers said that they did that because you were the only woman. True that. Maybe they thought that you were easy to attack because you were the only woman. Once upon a time in a red, white, and blue country where death is the new black, racism is always under attack, from unroutine traffic stops to forensic mugshots to 21 calls from a cell block. Sandra was pulled over for failure to signal. Face snapped, out of the car snatched, a sail down, face to the ground, numb, painful right arm and back, injuries from being mashed by a cop's knee, intentionally done out of the way of a police dash cam we couldn't see, pig whooping for free and without accountability. Can someone injured from police restraint turn around and reconfigure her own neck constraint and commit suicide? No. So it's thought that dead women can't talk. Quiet AM death row walk in the cell to hide a felony. Speak quietly and carry that big stick of brutality. But now Sandra Bland's spirit is free. Now Sandra Bland's spirit is free. She now tells her own story loudly. She will continue her fight for freedom, justice, and equality for all humans. Sandra already knew big stick partnerships don't make good friends. She already knew the system because she previously been through the system. She already knew her civilian and inmate rights and wasn't scared. So that's what made them do her in. Big stick policy ain't your friend. How many more sisters and brothers will be falsely accused and or killed by a lurking blue gangster? Tonight is Ujima in action, cause for men and women it's all the same, except this time we magnify this connection to the level of insurrection by continuously chanting, say her name, 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 say her name.